Hi guys, Shinkei here to review a Street Fighter V for PlayStation 4. This is my first review of the game. I will post an updated review whenever Capcom releases a major update to the game. This review is strictly based on the launch version of the game. Now, before we go deep onto gameplay, graphics and sound, let me address the elephant in the room. Yes, the game is severely lacking on content at launch, and the PC version is less than stellar with poor arcade support and connectivity issues. And yes, this does reflect on my final score. But does the game deserve all the vitriol it has received? I really do not think so.
I suggest you stay down.
Street Fighter V looks are a mixed bag. On one side, the character models are very well crafted. The animations are very detailed and realistic. Hitting and getting hit definitely has an on factor and an outrage factor. The special attacks look really awesome with impressive light and particle effects. I must add that particles are not overused like in many other games this generation. And the critical art animations look really painful and impressive. Everything running at a smooth frame rate with very few frame drops. And these drops actually occur mainly when the game's trying to matchmaking you or connect you to a versus match online. On another side, the same cannot be said about the stages. Besides the Honkan stage, they all look and feel very half-baked. For starters, most stages are missing the so-promised stage transitions and knockout special animations. Also, they all look foggy and not all that inspired. The background animations all run at 30 frames per second, and it can be distracting in contrast to the player animations run at 60. This is particularly disappointing, since I was really hoping and looking forward for the stage transitions and cool new stages based on the first trailer. I also have mixed feelings about the art direction and character design. Some characters look awesome, especially the art and costumes, while others look generic and pulled out of a stock catalog. I personally like the comic book stills of story mode, but I admit the quality is what you would expect from some smaller studios, and not from a renowned gaming artist like Pengus. The Street Fighter V sounds are absolutely amazing. The effects help to make fights well more impressive and exciting. Sometimes you can feel the punch in your gut. The voices all sound great either in Japanese or English. Even the voice acting on story mode is good, although some dialogue is cheesy. As for the music, I really like the remixed versions of classic themes, but I absolutely love the new tracks. In fact, I like the music all much better than Street Fighter 4's. I normally play my own music while playing 4, not much in Part 5. There is not much to say about the sound of Street Fighter V, besides that it is actually above average. Street Fighter V plays fantastically. It is without any doubt an improvement over 4 on many levels. The new mechanics add many more enriching layers of depth. I like the fact that Street Fighter V does not have any bullshit combat mechanics like outrage, X Factor, or gems like in previous Capcom fighters. Although the main addition to this iteration of the Street Fighter franchise is the inclusion of B skills. You have 3 types of B moves. First are the B skills, which are special moves unique to each character. Some are offensive, some defensive, or some help you with your mobility. Secondly is a V trigger. Getting damage or using your V skill will fill up the color red bar called the V gauge. This you can activate once it's full. The V trigger also varies from character to character. Some get a temporary buff, some change their moveset, some get a powerful attack, and so on. Finally, you can perform a V reversal using one stock of your V gauge when you are being overwhelmed by your opponent. Even though the roster is about half of what comes with Ultra Street Fighter 4, impressively all the characters feel very different from each other. Gone are the days of 15,000 shot of variations. But more impressively is the fact that the game's balance is perfect. All characters feel very viable and none feel overpowered. Something very interesting to me is the fact that Street Fighter V changes a lot of little details from the Street Fighter formula without changing the fundamentals. This game is definitely Street Fighter. If you were good on 2, 3 or 4, you can get good at 5 easily. But also, you will find that a lot of little things that were useful in the past now will not work. Especially stupid free get out of jail stuff. This game rewards smart play instead of mashing. But Street Fighter V at launch depends on its net plays. And this time I am happy to report that playing online is fantastic. At least on PlayStation 4 at the moment. Besides connectivity issues on the first week, connecting and playing online is a breeze. Only once I had an unplayable match. The netcode is fantastic and makes the game much more fun to play online. The training mode is extremely deep and I can see myself and hardcore fans of the genre spending hours in the lab training setups and combos. The story mode is very short. You can finish it in about an hour or less. The bulk of the single player experience is on the survival mode, although it feels grindy and is actually very standard. I understand not many people spend their time on it. Also, I don't like the fact that the game wants you to be connected all the time to a Capcom fighting network. If your connection gets lost in the middle of a survival mode session, prepare yourself to start from the very beginning, and this can be very frustrating. Especially when playing on hell difficulty, since you gotta go through a 100 match to finish it. Also, you cannot earn experience and fight money unless you are logged in. Finally, sadly as I mentioned at the beginning, Street Fighter V launched with very little content to appeal the casual fighting crowd. And even when the game is more than appealing to pros and fans of the genre, it can get boring fast for people who like to pick and play a Street Fighter game once in a while. I just hope that Capcom delivers on its promises with continued support and free updates.
I don't have time for this.
I give Street Fighter V a rental rate. At launch, it is not worth buying at $60 unless you are a hardcore fighting game community gamer. Mechanically wise, Street Fighter V is on top of its game, close to Third Strike, but the game is missing content for the long run. But it is worth playing it with your friends on a weekend with some beers and pizza. But keep in mind that it will not hold your attention much, since online can get very frustrating if you are casual. If you are a hardcore Street Fighter fan, this game offers a wonderful fighting platform and a great set of tools to become the best fighter in the world. With this as I sign off, please give us a like or dislike, leave a comment below, and tell us what you think about Street Fighter V. Please subscribe for more content. We will be very happy to see you back in the future. Thank you for watching. This is Shinkei signing off. See you next time.
Stay down.